Hi everyone, how are you? What have you been making? What have you been up to? It's half term here this week, so I've had quite a busy week. I've only got one son left at school now, my youngest, Ewan, so I had a week off to spend with him, basically. We've had a great old time. So we've been to the cinema a couple of times. We watched Furiosa, which wasn't really my cup of tea. Yes, hi Frank. And then we also watched The Fall Guy, which was really, really good. I loved it. In fact, Ewan loved it as well. We both came out with massive smiles on our faces. Really enjoyed that. So it also has Ryan Gosling in it, which, you know, that's always going to help make a film more enjoyable. But yeah, recommend that one if you're looking for something to do. And we've also had a day out to London, which was very fun, very long, very tiring. We did all the sort of touristy kind of stuff. Went to see Buckingham Palace and Big Ben, went to Oxford Street, all of that kind of stuff. So yeah, had a really nice day. I didn't go to Liberty's, unfortunately. I did think, it was like back of my mind, will I get time to squeeze that in? But we were both really, really tired and ready to head back to the train station before we got a chance to hop over to Liberty. So next time. But I've also had a bit of sewing time this week, and I've got a couple of new makes to show you. Let me go and get the first one. Before I forget, I'll just tell you what I'm wearing. So this is the Daisy dress by Rosery Apparel, and it's in a Lady McElroy cotton lawn. It's got these faces all over them. Yeah, I've got two ladies looking out at you from my boobs, so apologies for that. But the first thing I've made this week is the new Friday Pattern Company Butano Button Up. It's a shirt pattern, and I bought this like as soon as it came out, within about 30 seconds of it being released, because I love making a shirt and I really like Friday Pattern Company patterns, so I thought it would be perfect. I had actually just turned the Ilford jacket into a shirt before they released this one, and I wish I'd have hung on now because all the changes were made for me in this pattern, but never mind. I've got that as well. So let me show you. This is my shirt. So there you go. I've made it in a cotton viscose blend fabric from SewSewSew. I'll put a link to them in the description box. I had a look the other day and there was still a little bit of this left in this coral colour, and it's really nice. It's like perfect summer shirt weight fabric, really nice, lightweight, drapey, but it was easy to sew as well, so I'm very happy with the fabric choice. Yeah, let me tell you what I like about this pattern, and then I'll tell you what I don't like so much. I enjoyed sewing it. The instructions were really, really good, and I'm sorry if you can hear Frank snoring. He's decided to just really go for it as soon as I've started chatting. Yeah, I like sewing shirts, so I thought I would enjoy this make, and I did. The instructions are great, apart from one section, which I'll tell you about in a minute. I really like where the darts are placed, which I know that's an odd thing to say, but I usually have to move darts. But these seem like they're in the perfect position, and rather than going in straight, they actually sort of come up. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see, but they start here and then they come up towards your apex, and it just gives a really nice shape when you're wearing it. So thumbs up for the darts, I really like that. I like the curved hem. I'm not sure if I can lift it up high enough to show you. I like the curved hem, although it was very tricky to get a neat finish around that curve. I had to do lots of snipping and lots of steam to try and get it to sit nicely, but it's not too bad. What else do I like about it? Yeah, that might be it, to be honest. What do I don't like? I don't like the collar. I'm not sure if you can see, but to me it feels like there is a huge gap here in between where the collar pieces start. Right? It just seems really silly. I don't know why the gap is so big. Right, maybe there's a reason. Maybe it's because this pattern also comes with a neckerchief, but I don't like the idea of a neckerchief. I'd want to wear it without. But because that gap is so big, I feel like I could never wear this done up all the way to the top. And for that reason, I didn't actually put a buttonhole on the collar stand, because I thought I'll never wear it done up, so it's pointless wasting a button on there. So I started just underneath. But yeah, it's really, really odd. The other thing I didn't like is there's one step in the instructions where it almost seems like, I don't know, they gave up. Friday Pattern Company instructions are really good, really detailed all the way through. It sort of tells you what seam allowance to use at various steps and where to start and finish sewing. But when you get to, I think it's step 31, and you are attaching the collar to the under collar, it suddenly just all goes a bit odd. And I'm wondering whether they just didn't update this particular step after they'd done their pattern testing, because it seems like there's maybe a couple of words missing and maybe some instructions about where to start and stop. I did email them and ask for the correct instructions, but I didn't get a response, unfortunately, so I just had to wing it, which was a bit disappointing because, you know, I like to get a really neat finish on garments, but I think I did okay. So if I undo this top button, I'll show you the inside. It is really lovely how it's finished on the inside. So I've got my label in there, which came from the Beyond the Pink Door Advent Calendar, I think. It says the bee's knees. Not sure if you can see that or not. And then it's got a double yoke. So you use the burrito method to finish it on the inside. And then the collar is really nicely finished as well. So, well, there's the postman. Yeah, so I kind of like it and I kind of don't like it at the same time. The collar will really bug me, and I think for that reason I will probably only wear this open as a sort of layer. So maybe when the weather's warm and I've just got a vest on, or I actually wore this when I went to London the other day, and what I did was wear it over some linen trousers with a vest, but I tied it up because it is also quite long, which is one of the other things I don't really love. But that's just personal preference. You can easily alter the length. There is a length and shorten line on the pattern. So yeah, Butano Button Up is kind of a 50-50. I'm not sure I'll make it again. I like the shoulder, really nice shoulder placement. I might try and mash up actually between this and the Ilford jacket, because I wonder if the neckline is the same length, maybe I could just use the jacket, the collar from the Ilford jacket and put it onto here. I know I wouldn't have the collar stand then, but the collar would, this gap here would be much smaller. I might give that a go. Okay, so yeah, I'm 50-50 on the Butano Button Up. But it was a nice sew. I enjoyed sewing it. If you haven't made a shirt before, like a proper button-up shirt with a collar, it's probably a good one to try because the instructions are generally pretty good. Right, let me get item number 2. Okay, the second thing I've made is another pair of Tessuti Robbie pants. I've made 3 versions of this now, and I wanted to do a bit of tweaking to see if I could get the fit better, because although my first 2 pairs that I've shown you already, it was the yellow pair and the white linen pair, I really like how they fit when I first made them. Now that I've worn them a bit, and linen stretches a little bit, doesn't it, when you're wearing it. I've got a really saggy bottom and it's not the most flattering look. So I wanted to see if I could address that. So what I decided to do was make a flat seat adjustment, and I used a blog by Closet Core. Yeah, it was Closet Core. I'll link it in the description below for you. They have loads and loads of guides on how to make quick adjustments. So they give you a quick way and a proper way, and I decided I'd go with the proper way, and it was actually really easy. So I did a 1 centimetre flat seat adjustment, and I'm really pleased with the difference it's made actually. I'm quite surprised 1 centimetre has made so much difference to the fit. I haven't worn them out and about yet, so they probably will still stretch out a bit because these are linen as well. But hopefully I won't get quite such a saggy bottom. But here you go, these are the pair that I've made. So this is one of the fabrics that I got from the Fabric Godmother sale recently. It's that silver linen. I think it might have been the enzyme washed linen. Can't quite remember. But I've done the adjustment that I made last time, which was to double the width of the waistband and use 4 centimetre wide elastic. I like the fit on with that better. I've put a little label in there, which is from a company whose name I can't remember. I only recently discovered them. They just sort of popped up in my Instagram feed and I'd never heard of them before. So I ordered a couple of packs of their labels. I'll put the name down below. They're really nice. It says, "Cute outfit, babe." And then on the back it says, "Thanks, I made it." Yeah, and the other thing I did with this pair was lengthen it. So I have got a pair of wide leg black jeans from M&S. I really like them. They're so comfy and they feel really stylish. When I went to London, I noticed, you see all the stylish people, don't you, when you go to London? And loads of people were wearing really wide leg trousers over like chunky trainers or sort of Converse Vans type trainers. And I only recently bought myself a new pair of Vans, and I thought, oh, okay, that's good with my jeans, but jeans are quite heavy, and when we do eventually get some sunshine, I'd want something a bit lighter. So I measured the inside leg length of the jeans and worked out how much I'd need to add to the Robbie pants pattern to get them to be the same length. And it turned out to be, I needed an extra 4.5 inches. So I added 4.5 inches to the leg length, took off 1 centimetre out of the seat, doubled the waistband, and these are great, perfect fit. I've put them on with my new pair of Vans this morning, and they are, yeah, absolutely perfect. I love them. They're not too like overly wide, but they are a nice wide leg. I've done a 1.5 inch hem as well to help them hang nicely, and I'm really pleased with those. Hopefully by the time I put this video online, I will have taken some photos and I'll be able to put them in to show you. But yeah, I'm very happy with those, and I think they go. I could maybe wear the shirt with the trousers. That would be quite nice. I could maybe make a little vest, a little white vest or a stony colour vest to go underneath. That'd be a cute outfit. So yeah, that's my makes for this week. Let me know what you've been making. Have you made the Butano Button Up yet? Are you planning on making it? What fabric are you going to use? Yeah, let me know. So what have I got planned for the week ahead? I still haven't finished my shirt dress. You can see it there. It's in exactly the same position as it was when I showed you last time. It's literally just the bodice with the collar attached. I haven't done the sleeves or the buttons yet, so I do want to try and get that made up this coming week. I think it's still there because the weather hasn't been very inspiring. It's gone really dull and grey and cold again. Yeah, you know us Brits, we love to talk about the weather. It's a universal subject for us. Yeah, so hopefully if we get some sunshine, that might inspire me to get that one finished. Have I got any other plans? I don't know, you know. What other plans have I got? Yeah, I do have another plan actually. I'd forgotten about this. So yeah, confession time. I have bought another piece of fabric, but hear me out because I think you will agree this was a bargain. Too good to refuse. So one of the other things that Ewan and I have done this week is pop down to Newport, which is our sort of local market town, and they have an indoor market. And in there's a little fabric shop. She doesn't have a huge selection, but she does have a few nice bits and bobs. And she's the lady who offered to put my snaps on my Ilford jacket for me, very kindly. So she had a few remnants left out this week that she was just selling off. And she also had some fabrics that were in the sale. And the sale fabrics were £5 a metre. And then the remnants were just on the table and they were priced individually. And I spotted this piece and I thought, oh, that looks quite nice. It's kind of Ilford jacket potential. And it's this. It's a lovely sort of half Panama, lightweight canvas fabric. It's off-white with a lovely sort of dove grey, quite French style floral pattern. It's just really pretty. And there was 2 metres. It was a 2 metre piece. She had it priced up for £20. And I thought, I really like that, but I'm not buying fabric. I don't want to spend £20. So I just asked her what the best price that she would do, and she said she'd do it for 15, and I cheekily offered her 10, and she said, what about 12? So I said, okay, we settled on £12. And when I got it home and had a look at it, I was so happy because I noticed that it's actually a Laura Ashley fabric. I'm not sure if you'll be able to see there. If I move my face out of the way, it might focus. But yeah, so £12 for 2 metres of Laura Ashley fabric. You're not going to be cross at me for buying that, are you? That was a bargain. So this will probably be either an Ilford jacket or the Sew Over It Frankie jacket. I bought that pattern last time I went to London to the Stitch Festival, and I haven't got around to making it up yet. So this might be the push that I need to get that made. So yeah, hopefully by the time I speak to you next, I will have finished the shirt dress and maybe have turned this lovely bit of fabric into a nice lightweight summery jacket. Yeah, that's probably all I've got to share with you today. So thank you very much, as always, for watching. I do really appreciate it. Give me a like, subscribe if you don't already. It'd be really lovely to have you come back again. I'll put in the description box a link to my pattern wish list on the fold line, so if you want to have a nose at what patterns I've been lusting after, then yeah, go and have a look. Tell me what you think. Do you like any of those patterns? Have you made any of those patterns? Would you like to see me make any of those patterns next? Let me know what you think. So have a great week. Hope you get time to sew. Hope you've got some time off. If you haven't had this week off for half term, I hope you've got some time off coming soon. And I hope the sun comes out for us. Anyway, take care, have a lovely week, and I will see you very soon. Bye now.